So being a content creator, I have realized that I am not good with timing at all. I realized my flaws and I am trying my best to get better at it. The one thing that I have really took heed is prioritizing a lot of different things and just being true to what I like and what I want and not try to copy or duplicate what others have done. Now, granted, I do find it inspiration and I do find ideas by looking at other people. But I found that when I try to go to the platforms that they talk about, they have much success on, when it's not my time to do it, I never succeed. So I wanted to give those people who, like myself, who find that there is just so much noise in the content creation social media world that it's hard to pinpoint exactly where you should go. What and where should you put yourself for the best success? And I found a couple of tools I wanted to share that you can utilize and some things you can do to help you get better at this content creation world and also time management. Now, honestly, I had to really focus on one and not everything. And what I mean by that is everybody talks about Instagram. Everyone talks about Twitter, which is now X, and everyone talks about a lot of different platforms, right? So, how do you know where you should go and what works best for you? For me personally, I just did YouTube because at the point when I started YouTube, was all into DIY Dollar Tree stuff. So I was like, "Ooh, I'm going to share my Dollar Tree stuff with people," and I focused on Dollar Tree, and that helped to grow my channel. Now, not as fast as some people, which was disheartening in the beginning, but then I realized, you know what? My following count is going to be what it is. I don't ask people to follow me because I feel like if you want to follow me, you'll follow me. I know everyone goes against that, but I truly believe that because I don't need to be told to follow somebody. So from YouTube, I went to Pinterest because I had a blog. And then I realized, oh, I like Pinterest. And then I can combine the two. My focus is to only go to platforms that help me maximize exposure and maximize my views on my video because they all work together. So that is the strategy that I have. And I realized that is a good one because if you have a lot of different areas that you're focusing on, you can lose track. You can't nurture it to make it grow to the best that it can be if you have subpar content. So I have a YouTube channel that makes me consistent monthly income, even though it's not a lot, but it's still something because I made evergreen quality videos that every single month without doing anything new gives me income. It's a guarantee. Now it can always change, but for the past 4 years, it's been a guarantee because I focused on it and I only made sure I did quality things without any distractions. And also it's going to go into my Pinterest the same thing. So focus on one, not everything, and then add on to it once you have gotten yourself to the point of making that current platform the best it can be and it can stand on its own. So I came across something called ABC, which means always be creating. And it's basically for you to take what's in your head and put it down on paper for ideas or strategies you want to utilize. For me personally, I always have a lot happening up here and I get clouded. It's so much and I can't decipher what to execute at the right time because it's just so many things I want to do and I'm excited about it. But I have to put it in more of a way that I can look at it and execute versus look at it and feel overwhelmed. Now, I tried the whole Excel thing. I've tried the templates online, but I realized that I'm a person that likes to put pen to paper. So when I came across this neural thought pad, which I've never heard of, and I was like, well, how can this be different? What can this really do for me? So if you feel like I need to put things in different boxes so that I can literally see how I'm going to do something, the steps I'm going to actually focus on in X and Y and Z, this is what it does. It literally outlines to you each of your targeted actions per your idea and how to execute it. Now, this for me has been something I really do like because as you see, I've been writing things in here and it's been helpful because when I have an idea or when I have something I want to do strategy wise for the platforms I focus on, I don't forget it because if you don't write it down, you'll forget it, right? So I've been writing it down and I've been able to go back and I've been able to see what I wrote, and this can help me execute it however long it takes me to execute it 100%. Now, not everything is going to be done all in that exact same time, but getting it out of your head and on something that helps you to understand what your steps are, what you need to do, how you're going to do it is something you want to do. And I will have this linked in my description if you want to check this out. One of the other things I have learned to do is to block out time each day. Now, I have younger kids and one of them is homeschooled. So I know when they go down for their nap, that is my window to get stuff done. I have those hours specifically set out for me to do what I need to do that's urgent based upon what I have written down and or what I need to do maintenance wise, because not every day is going to be the same. Some days it's going to be content creating using my camera, like right now making a video, or it's going to be me going into my blogs, doing some maintenance on them, updating them, or research. So figuring out when you can find the time to focus on what you need to do based upon what your actions are is definitely going to be something you want to look forward to doing. If you're familiar with the concept of when you're buying something, trying to save money, you wait 30 days. This is what I've been playing around with when it comes to content creation and ideas as well. So there'll be many times when you and I come up with ideas for things we want to do and execute, but we're just not there yet 100% to plan it, to make it grow. It's still in its infancy stage and it needs more time to be mature. And that's what I do as well, is when I have an idea, especially when it comes to my blog posts, I just go into my blogger, I write down in the actual blog section what the idea is, what my point is of the blog post. And as time goes on throughout the week, I just go back and I add some more until I finally have the complete outline or understanding of the blog, including the links and things like that, or research if I'm actually doing something for informational purposes, right? So taking the time to let things fester. Like let it just sit there and marinate a little bit. We don't have to rush through everything because then the quality gets messed up. And then, people who read it will feel like it's rushed, feel like it's undone. You don't want that. You want people to feel that when they come to your stuff, they're getting something from it. Value is key. And that's why not letting those ideas just run and let them just sit there a little bit, figure out how to better execute it to get the maximum out of it is going to be another one as well. And then sometimes it's simply just don't do anything. Like you can do nothing and be the most productive ever because it gives your brain time to just relax and calm down. There's no thoughts. And that's very hard for someone who's always thinking. Even at nighttime, it's hard to go to sleep because there's so many thoughts. But I have learned to incorporate things to help me calm my mind. And this also is helping me when it comes to being a content creator because we're always thinking, we're always plotting and always having moving pieces all around to get to our goal. But sometimes turning everything off is the most helpful thing you can do to make your business be what it is and for you to actually succeed as well. I'm going to end the video with this. Being imperfect is very perfect. And this is why you have heard many people who are even successful always say, just post, just do it, just go forward. And we're like, no, 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 I have to look like this. I have to have my video quality like this. You don't have to have anything because what I realize is that it doesn't matter. Like it really doesn't matter. If your content is your content, no matter what level it is, someone will resonate with it, whether it be a small amount of people or a large amount of people. I really think we are so afraid to post because we want to be perfect, because we want to get to a number. And if we take away that number and just replace it with value or helping or, informing someone, whatever words you want to use just to insert it inside that blank spot for a person who's looking for what you have to deliver, that should be the goal. Nothing else should matter. And when you see that as the goal, then the content just flies out. And the number of views you get shouldn't matter. I have a posted and ghosted. Just post it and get rid of it. I don't look at my views. When I post a video, even here on YouTube, I post it and don't look at it again. If someone comments, that's the only time I'm really looking at the video because not everybody is going to look for it. My follower count isn't that very large, but I see that when people engage with it, it's helpful for them. And if not, my next video may be better suited for them, and that's okay. Not everything is going to go with everybody. So don't be so hard on yourself because I was the same way. I wanted to look like certain people on their own YouTube channels, but I realized I'm not them. I don't want to go through all that get up to do a video. I want to be natural and want to be real. So I'm just going to talk to you. And this is how this is going. And this seems to be what is bringing YouTube back around to this kind of content. People want people to just talk to them. They don't want all those high, action swiping and graphics and stuff. It's just too much. Be simple. Be you. If you want to do that and that's who you are, then you go right ahead and you make those a part of your video. But if not, just sit down and talk. And as time goes on, when you get more comfortable or you get more income to do more, extravagant things, that's okay. Take the time to just be okay with being imperfect. And next time you do a video, make sure you don't hit those same mistakes from the first video in the next one.